First at 4, a woman attacked in a Target parking lot faces the man who did it, and she does not hold back.
This man is a lot of things, including a liar and a coward for not admitting his true intentions.
Her plea for justice and a tearful description of what went through her mind during the attack. Here's Kim.
Well, we have a few light rain showers out there, but warmer weather is on the way to Metro Detroit and a little sunshine. We'll talk about that coming up.
I think this is going to be hard to believe, but there's been a promotion that gives away free laptops going on for 10 days. Only nine have been given away. And the problem is, people don't know about it, but you will shortly.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, a woman who was attacked in a Target parking lot made her voice heard for the first time in public with a passionate plea for justice. She was in court today for the sentencing of Andrew Hall. The 31-year-old pleaded guilty to numerous charges, including aggravated assault and strangulation. You may recall he attacked Amanda Pashanik at the Troy Target on Coolidge Road back in July. She fought back, called for help, and Hall ran off as a witness approached. She believes Hall was looking for a small, weak woman to control and shared some of the thoughts that ran through her mind during the attack.
I was so sad that I wasn't going to see my baby boy turn 1, but that thankfully at least I got to be his mom for 10 months. And I felt so worried for my fiance and my family who'd have to find my body. And as I was dying, I stared into his eyes because I wanted to make sure that he would never forget my face, and I hope it haunts him.
The judge sentenced Hall to 27 to 40 years in prison. He's already serving a 40 to 60-year sentence for second-degree murder in the death of a woman found in Detroit, days after the assault in Troy. The mother of the confessed Oxford school shooter is going on the offensive, trying to make sure certain evidence is not used at her trial. Jennifer Crumbley is set to go to trial on involuntary manslaughter charges next month. Her attorneys argue videos of her son torturing baby birds are inflammatory. Mrs. Crumbley says she did not know about them and the videos should not be included at trial. Jennifer and her husband James will be tried separately. They are the first parents in America to be charged in a mass school shooting. Tonight at 5, we're going to take a look at some of Crumbley's other requests and what comes next. The United Auto Workers Union is looking to build on its new contracts with Detroit's Big Three, and now it is setting its sights on non-union shops looking to Rivian, Tesla, Toyota, and others to grow membership. Take a look at part of a new video.
There's only one question facing America's auto workers now. Who's got next?
These hands don't belong to any company.
They don't belong to GM.
They don't belong to Toyota.
They don't belong to Tesla.
These hands belong to an auto worker. And these hands will determine what happens next.
The video is working non-union auto workers to sign union authorization cards online to organize at 13 more companies. Several non-union companies have already raised wages since the recent UAW strike. Live look now at Southfield this Tuesday afternoon. Some of you might be seeing rain, maybe some snow showers, but things should be tapering off. Kim Adams is standing by right now with your first forecast. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Karen. Well, right now, all we're seeing are just a few areas of sprinkles in and around Metro Detroit, including in Ann Arbor, Canton. If we go in a little bit closer here, Plymouth is also getting a light rain shower. Not all of Plymouth, just parts of Plymouth. Hamtramck also getting some light rain and even over into parts of the Grosse Points. But most of the area is dry and it's chilly. Chillier than we should be for this time of year by about 3 or 4 degrees. 36 in Pontiac, 37 in Mount Clemens, upper 30s at Metro, and also upper 30s down in Monroe. Tomorrow, well, we have increasing clouds throughout the day, maybe a break or two of the sun, but slightly warmer. We're still below normal for this time of year, but it's Thursday when that warmer air really starts to come in, and by Friday, we're in the 50s. We'll talk about it coming up.
All right, thank you, Kim. We are tracking intense new battles in the Gaza Strip. Israel says it's hunting members of Hamas and blames the militant group for the heavy destruction in the territory. Humanitarian groups are more and more alarmed about relief efforts and civilian deaths. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom with the very latest on the fighting and the growing death toll. Kim?
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. Israel says it is making every effort to spare civilians using an online map of evacuation zones, leaflets, and phone calls urging people to leave areas that will come under attack. But the Israeli military also says it's using heavy force against civilian structures because it says that's where Hamas is hiding. Israel shared this video with NBC News. Officials say the fighting is intense and happening in very close quarters. There's little room for error. In urban combat, Israel claims it's found militant weapons, quote, in nearly every building and house. Right now, more than 80% of Gaza's population has fled their homes, and the death toll since October 7th has surpassed at least 15,000. And as the death toll mounts, Israel says it believes it's killed 2 Palestinian civilians for every Hamas militant. A spokesperson for the Israeli Defense Forces says that's a, quote, tremendously positive ratio given the challenges of fighting in densely populated areas. Appearing on CNN, he offered that assessment compared to other conflicts between military forces and terror groups that use civilians as human shields. Israel says it's killed thousands of Hamas fighters, but the location of their leader remains unknown, and he was able to orchestrate the release of more than 100 hostages just last week. Israel has also said there can be no further pause in fighting until all the hostages taken back on October 7th are released. About 140 people are still being held. We'll have more from the Middle East and the battle in Washington over money for Israel and Ukraine when you join us for Local 4 News at 5 o'clock. Until then, Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Meantime, the family of a Palestinian college student shot in the United States has seen an outpouring of support. A GoFundMe page for Hisham Awartani has raised more than $1 million toward a goal of $1.5 million. His family says he's paralyzed from the chest down after he and 2 friends were shot while walking down the street in Burlington, Vermont. There's a bullet lodged in his spine. The money will be used for rehab and adaptive care. His 2 friends are recovering. A 48-year-old man has been charged in the shooting. Here at home, we are highlighting Go For It moments when organizations or perhaps community members are doing something really positive for the community. Today, our focus turns to a free laptop giveaway that isn't having the success it expected. For 10 days, the Human IT computer store has been giving away the laptops, but there haven't been many people responding to the offer. Paula Tutman is only too happy to spread the word. She is live on Detroit's West Side. All right, Paula, how does this work?
Yeah, you know, we got to dive right into this and get the word out, because this is an organization that was literally built to get Detroiters, underserved Detroiters, connected, whether or not they're just selling laptops and computers straight out, getting fundraising or grant dollars. So they've got this great program where they could give away more than 100 computers until December 24th. Thus far, they've only given away 9. So many laptops, so little time to get them into the hands of qualified Detroiters. Human IT on 7 Mile opened earlier this year. It is a full-service computer and connectivity store, bright, beautiful, and built to get everyone and anyone connected, with the additional mission to specifically get underserved families in Detroit connected for free or nearly free. With a special grant, they have a current promotion to give, yes, give laptops away.
What's the catch?
There's no
always a catch. Always a catch.
Well, the city of Detroit and Human IT, we really want to make sure with the GM grant that we have that people in the city of Detroit are getting service. They're getting internet. They're getting something that they can work on. They're getting something that they probably can't get anywhere else. And we're the only store that's doing it, so that they can get skills training, they can fill out a resume, they can do bill pay just from that free Chromebook.
No contracts, no strings attached. The purpose to get laptops and connectivity into the hands of qualified Detroiters to experience the world at their fingertips. And this is what makes you qualified.
Income qualified shows that if you have any type of benefit such as Section 8, if you are a veteran, if you are receiving food stamps, anything like that that has some type of benefit for the city of Detroit, you are income qualified. Bring a document into us, we get you qualified within 5 minutes.
And so when you come in and bring your documentation, when you qualify, you have to purchase the connectivity for at least 3 months, and then you'll get an additional month for free. So that'll be about a total of $45.
Why haven't these flown out the door?
They don't know, Paula.
People just don't realize this is available to them.
There you go. In the city of Detroit, 7 Mile and Stoughton.
Here's the thing. These computers have to be given away. Because when you have donors, the obligation of the nonprofit is to use those funds for that specific mission.
If we're not able to successfully do that, then unfortunately it's very difficult to go back to the funder and say, will you continue to support our mission?
Yeah, so it's really a weird kind of catch-22. Now, of course, there's due diligence that has to be done because these need to go, these aren't just giveaways. You've got to give them to people who actually deserve them. And so they will do their due diligence to make sure the computers go and stay where they're supposed to go and stay. But still, what a great program, folks. If you're qualified, come get your free laptop, for goodness sakes. Okay, if you know a person, a company, or an organization that embodies this wonderful Go Forward spirit, you gotta let us know. We wanna celebrate, we wanna share those stories too. Just send us an email at goforward@wdiv.com and give us a chance to feature the amazing contributions going on in our community. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you go for it.
Oh my gosh, completely. I love the story. Okay, it's 4:10 on Tuesday. It's going to be interesting to see when we check back tomorrow how many computers have been given away. I think it's going to be some good news.
Get moving. We're going to do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Paula.